Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and tonight we are going to super tired. It's past my bedtime, but I really want to do this painting. I've been thinking about it all day. It's been set up all day. I pulled this color cube card. I thought it was so pretty because it's winter here. And it's very wintry palette, something I would do with my crocheted scarf outside, maybe on the railing where the snow is, with my treats and my delicious hot chocolate coffee situation. But yeah, these cards are wonderful. Look at the palette. And I have out my new Qor paints that I have out. Now you'll see the unboxing video probably Saturday. This is coming out tonight. I really wanted to do a little practice painting with them. I sketched this out this morning just after a sketch session. I'm going to set this up here so I can see it. And I've been thinking about it all day. Like, I've been thinking about painting this literally all day. Scooch it into frame here. Stand up now, behave. Are we in frame? Yes, okay. Now these Qor colors are, I got the granulating colors. So are you going to focus? Thank you. They look like that. And I also got the reflective colors. These were Christmas gifts. And they don't show up really well except for the silver and gold on the white. But I went ahead and put a piece of black paper on the back and swatched them out in the same order on the back, and you can see on black paper these colors right here that don't show up really well on the white show up so much better on the black, right? But I thought we could mix these colors with these colors and see if we can get a little sparkle happening. Okay, and these palettes are just adorable. They're the same. It's the same for each set. I will probably merge them at some point. I have to pull out my other two Qor palettes and figure all that out. Alright, for this, I want to start with a soft blue background. So, blue and white for that snowy feel. Really soft. Really soft. So I'm going to go in with this beautiful cerulean blue, and these are granulating colors, so I'm gonna mix in the blue and the mica colors as well, just to see if I can get them to sparkle. I really want a little bit of sparkle in this one, in the snowy parts. Okay, and then we're gonna come in and we're just gonna lightly, loosely. Now this paper is, what is this paper? Now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry. This paper, I don't remember what it is. Oh, it's Artist Loft Mixed Media Pad. 140-pound paper. It's not taped down, so it is going to buckle and warp a little bit as I work. I'll try not to work too heavy. Get a little blue, and you know what, we can make a little bit of a soft gray color as well, mixing the lavender and a touch of the green and maybe a touch of the blue. We'll make a really pretty gray color. There we go, that's really pretty. Okay, I might want a little blue in that as well. Yeah. Nice. Little blue, gray, green color. That's nice. Alright. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Let's grab our blue over there. Mix that in. I think I'm going to come up here. Try not to work too heavy in the water so that doesn't buckle so much. I want this to be more, what do you call it, pretty than, there we go. That's a little bit more of what I was thinking about for up there. Little bits of splatter. I do love to splatter, and the Qor colors move so nice. Give it that misty, snowy feeling, right? Grab a little bit of this gray, tap it in here, like so. And I'm using, there's a blemish on the paper, I'm ignoring it. I'm using my Princeton Neptune round number 8. I also have my Velvet Touch, also by Princeton number 10. In case I feel like I want a firmer hand when I get into the cup. Here, I'm gonna soften those. Alright, what else do I want to do here? I'm gonna take the teal, mix it in here. Let's just mix all my blues. I do love to do that with a touch of this purple. A little more of the purple. There we go, that's a pretty color. Okay. I'm going to come over here and this, oh. There we go, that's a little, yeah, there we go, that's a little better. Teal Afghan blanket situation that's over here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in around my donuts. That. Maybe touch of purple in there as well. Get some texture on it. I really do want the blanket to be a little textured. I'm going to put a couple little, because it is a crocheted blanket, a couple little loops like that. Not worrying about it feathering out because it's one of those old blankets, one of those old, or maybe it's an old shawl. I do have a couple shawls that I know would look very raggedy, will look very worn and raggedy over time because I wear them quite a lot. They're just easier to put on than a sweater and to grab and go. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of that gray that we mixed up right there. Mix up a little more of that. There we go. Just a little wet into wet action. I wanted this to be loose and kind of fun and, you know, low stress. Okay. Let's see. Let's finish this corner. This is that teal blanket that we've got going on. And these colors really do really well. Wet into wet. You get that texture, you know? And I think that'll help with the look of the blanket, right? Drop in some blue in here. Get that shadow blending so that it doesn't look like it's not part of the blanket. And we do have a little bit of snow on the edge of it, so just gonna let it bleed together over on this side. Soften that edge. There we go. Okay. Cleaner brush. Now this is a very blue on blue on blue with white background, but I think I'm going to make my cup purple. I'm going to make it a purpley gray pink color. Oh yeah, let's do that. The pink, I'm going to mix the two purples together and make this little, I have a pink and a violet, so that I'm mixing together right here. Getting a little puddle. Okay, I'm going to switch brushes because this is a firmer brush. I probably should make sure it's clean before I get into my light colors here. Okay, and I'm going to wet my cup. Just glaze it. I'm just going to glaze it with water. And then we're going to take our purple and drop it on and let it play around. Not out there. This is our base color, right? And I was thinking if we get all done with the watercolor part, I may end up coming in with some line work. Make this a nice illustrative, fun piece. I'll do that, and then back there, a little glaze of our cup in there. Just a little touch of dark right there for the back part of that glass. Little glaze of purple there. Mix that together. Nice. Okay. These are marshmallows, and this looks like coffee. Maybe we'll do gold for the coffee part. I'll just make it be gold. Why not? With my whimsical piece, I could do what I want. Alright, I'm going to leave that be for a bit. And then we can come down into, oops, I want this white one, the snow that I glazed with all that blue. Maybe put a little bit of iridescent glow on it. See if that shows up later. Looks like it's going to. That's exciting. Instead of going in with like a pure white, go in and do that. Sprinkle some on. Nice. Ooh, the wind picked up outside really a lot. Do a little. I don't know if that's showing up for you guys, but it is for me. I want a snowy splatter situation. We'll get it going on the whole page. 'Cause it's fun, fun, fun. I'm kind of, don't know why I'm making this harder on myself. I know how to do it the right way. There. A little bit of sparkle on the blanket. I know it doesn't look like a blanket right now, but we'll fix that in a little bit. Maybe with the ink work, that will tighten that up a little bit. And when I say ink work, I don't mean I want to come in and outline everything, but just some fun lines to make it feel more finished, I guess. Let's do the handle on that cup that I totally spaced. And then we'll come over the top and start putting on shadows. We'll just come in here. And I did sketch this with just a 2B mechanical pencil, nothing crazy. Just a super simple scribbly sketch, as you can see. And I think our plate is going to be purple as well, this pinky purple color. I'm down. I'm down with that. Come in and go around our little donut holes. Like that. And this plate has a little lip on it. So we'll get that in here shortly. Like the side of the plate is in the snow a little bit. And disappears. This section is wet on dry, just because I don't want it bleeding around too much. I don't want to use too much water on this paper. It is a really good paper for this kind of application. It doesn't usually fight the watercolor very much. I've done pastels on this paper, oil and chalk, and they both handled really, really well on this paper. Artist Loft is the craft store here in the States is Michael's, and Artist Loft is their brand. Let's grab some of that gray and plop it in right there. Get some of those streaks in that indicate that it's a roundy plate with a rather shiny lip on it. I thought just some streaks on the edge, like that. Switch back to my Princeton Neptune, just because I have a little more control over where my brush strokes go. So far so good. So far so good. I'm kind of digging the background and the snow. This over here is really pretty. All the textures. Excuse you. I said you could come to the party. Well, let's grab a little bit of this gold. I have kind of limited myself here to just these, but I don't really need to. I could pull out my other, the other room. That's why. Oh. I do have. These are very dark, though. Violet. Granulating violet. This is graphite. It is violet. Maybe we'll incorporate a little bit of that in here as well. Maybe not that. That. And just like that. Get in those. Darker shadows, and instead of using like an actual gray, it's already violet tinted graphite, so yeah, that really grounds our page a little bit. I like that. That's nice. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do a small line of it under the edge of our plate here. Yep. And these are very strong colors, so don't really need a lot of lots. That disappear a bit right there. Kind of soften it, and then just that texture of the blanket would make this look fuzzy and not a smooth shadow at all. So some texture in here is not a bad idea. Like that. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright. And just a touch back here for doesn't need a lot. There we go, it's better. Just to indicate a little bit of blanket back there instead of smooth snow. Alright, now I think I want to mix a little bit of this right here. Get that. Ooh, muddy lavender gray color. I'm digging that. Come over the top of our cup and get in little bits of reflection and whatnot on our cup. Drag that along that lower edge. That. And right here for sure. Like for sure. Okay. And I'm kind of really digging the little wiggly marks on the cup, reflections around, like around the area, right? Does not need to be perfect. We can make it a little smoother here and there. Oh yeah, that looks cool. A little bit of straight pink, maybe to strengthen things a bit. water. Soften all these hard edges. There are no hard edges in these reflections. They are all just soft marks. Okay, leave that alone for a bit. Pink cup going. I actually have a favorite cup. The kids got it for me for my birthday many moons ago. I've had it for a while now. And it is white and has some Chinese characters on it. Guessing on that. I don't know Chinese, Japanese. I have no idea. Not even going to pretend that I do. But they bought me a tea set, which I love, for my birthday several years ago. Pooled their money and got one from Tivana, a really nice one. And yeah, I really love that mug for the memory that my babies actually band together and got Mama a gift from all of them to me, given the fact that getting them all in the same room right now is a challenge. It touched me that they all, behind my back, kind of made an effort to celebrate Mama's birthday. Too much dark. Not too much. Is it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Just I don't want it to be too crazy. Maybe I'll plop it down. And then we'll soften it again. Let it settle in a little bit. See, this kind of, this part right here, I could get lost in this for way too long. I'm just gonna wet brush and just kind of pull that up and in. Just give it a little pull. Okay. So I'm purposely gonna pull back a little bit and try not to get too lost in all the details. Let's put our darks on here. And who doesn't like a nice hot beverage? I personally put cocoa in sometimes, not all the time, in my coffee in the winter time. Just for something, a little homemade mocha, because I stopped going to Starbucks a while ago. I did the math, you guys. That was the wrong thing to do if I wanted to keep going to Starbucks. I did the math and I was spending close to $100 a month on Starbucks coffees, and that was a good 3 years ago. It's been about 5 years now. And I just curbed that heavily back then. I just went once a week instead of all the time. And contaminating my light colors here and making them all weirdly muddy. Camera stopped. But yeah, I got got in there and did the math because I was doing my budget for the year, and just out of curiosity, I was like, I wonder how much money I'm actually spending on Starbucks. You know, daily coffee plus a treat. It was, when I started, just a daily coffee, and then it turned into daily coffee with a treat, and I curbed it back to just going on Thursday payday. It was the only day I was allowed to go to Starbucks and spend a ridiculous amount of money on coffee. So, needless to say, when I went to Starbucks the other day, on my way to do some grocery shopping, you know, just get the chores done, my mind was a little blown when it rang up at almost $8 for, I ordered a, what did I order? A mocha, a venti mocha with half the chocolate and an extra shot. I about choked when she said, okay, that'll be 7 something something. See you around the corner. And I was like, since when is my $5 coffee $7? When did that happen? So yeah. I'm fussing too much with the cup. I'm making it muddy. I'm gonna leave it alone. Leaving it alone now. I'm making a mess of my beautiful cup. There we go. I do want to put some straight pink over here on the handle, just to brighten it a bit. Not the whole thing. We're not coloring in. We're not coloring in here. We're just putting color next to color. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. What should I do? I'm thinking some more of this white for the marshmallows. Like that. And just block them in real quick with the white. Maybe a little glazy glaze of the sparkle right there. Okay. Turn that heater off. Good Lord. Alright. What else do we got going on here? How about we define the plate a little bit? Let's see here. By putting, that's way too wet. That's way too much water. Oh man, I'm gonna go through this pink really quickly. I might have to get a tube of that. Okay. Alright. Let's come in here and get in a little darkness. It's not really that dark, is it? We'll just pop in a little bit of super dark and let it move around on its own. I mean, I can really hear that wind now that I turn the heater off. Put a little bit of dark back here. And I'm using this, just the super tippity tip of the brush. And not like that. I'm not getting too crazy. This is too wet through here on the edge of that cup again. I'm gonna leave it alone though. Now I have a decorative line of dark along the rim of the cup. or the plate, kind of right through there. And it goes right on through to there and peeks back out over there. It's faint. It's not real dark. So we'll do that. And then I have this just a bit dark in here. I'm going to go ahead and dampen this little area right here. Work that color up a bit. And then just pull some of it out. It's too dark. Go ahead and pull that way, like that. See what that looks like when it dries. A little bit of light right here before this shadow area right there. Okay, and then got a little too dark back there. Oh, this lifts up really nice. That's awesome. Got a little too carried away with the dark back there. Gonna soften that out. There we go. Okay, interesting. Good to know, good to know. So we can go ahead and pull our shines back on our cup too. Nice! Give it that shape. And this one, that kind of comes up and down like that. That's coming in from the edge. Like that. Yeah, very good. Okay, cool. I knew I got this way too muddy, so that this lifts up like that is amazing. That nice dry brush. And come in here and just lift out that shadow that's right there. Or shadow, it's a high spot. It's a highlight spot. Just wet that a little bit. Dry the brush. Dry the brush. I miss paper towels. I haven't had them in a while. Like that. And there's another spot right there. Soften that a little bit. That. Oh yeah. Much more realistic. Cool. I like it. Go ahead and do the same thing out here. Give that a shine on that handle right there. And right here. Right there. And in here. Got a couple shine spots. And then the back of this has a little bit of light to it. There we go. And suddenly we have a very shiny cup. Nice. I dig it. This is a little too dark. Reflecting that snow, it's not going to be that dark, right? So I got carried away there. We'll just lift it out. Like so. Make that plate shine. Wonderful. Gorge. Look at that. Huh. My battery's gonna die. Gosh darn it. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there and replace the battery, and then we'll come back and finish the what are they called? Marshmallows and our white donuts, but I might make those gold, like they're cinnamon. Yeah. Alright, one sec. Am I still in frame? We are. Good. Okay. Fresh battery. It's only been a few seconds. Let us do... I'm kind of liking that this is very fuzzy and foggy looking, the blanket thing. The soft scarf, shawl, whatever it is that's on the... I might go in with teal. Actually, you know what it would be? It wouldn't be teal. It would be a little bit of, I'll put a touch of green in this and make a bit of dark. Maybe just a bit of purple. Gray that down. A little blue-gray color, okay? We're going to come in and put in a few little shadows that are in the material, like that. Give it a little... I don't know if that is necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. And back here there's like a fuzzy shadow back there. Just going to dab in some dark color back there. Make it look like a folded piece of fabric. Give it that feeling, right? And come in right here and dollop in a few abstract shapes to give it that crocheted, patterned kind of look. That helps a little. Alright. And then maybe down here we've got some, I'm going to wet the brush a little bit. Green, blue, touch of purple. There we go. Okay. Come in and dab in some dark spots down here, kind of coming up this way. Into this. It's a little too green. Not digging that. But that's alright. Well, there we go. That's a little better. Kind of gives it the feel of a little crocheted something, right? I'm gonna leave it alone now. Let it be what it is. I don't want those to be quite that dark. There we go. Alright. Let's do the donut holes. And the finishing touches on the schmarshmallows, we can just go in with this. Actually, it wouldn't be the blue, it would be the purple gray color. Just a little bit of purpley gray. Very, very little. And come up here and get in the shapes because they have a little bit of shadow on them. So come up here and give them a little bit of color like that. Dab it out. Is that too dark? Probably not. Probably be alright. Okay. And then this one as well. Coming down. Little shadow there. And this one is kind of like that. Very faint. Okay. And then I'm going to take this iridescent color. Do I like that? Give the feeling of heat coming off of this a little bit, like that. Then take this gold, take the gold. I wonder if I mix it with this pink and, come on, touch of that. Little brown, look a little more brown in here, like that, there. Okay, so thinking about using that same color on the, come on. There. Okay. On the donuts, let's maybe not block them all in. Grab the gold and kind of just dab it around like that. Does that look cinnamony or does it just look weirdly dirty? It's hard to tell. I need a yellow. What am I thinking? I'm thinking that my white donuts you know what? I'm going to incorporate some colored pencil on these puppies as well. Let's grab a, that's too bright. I guess I could layer. Grab a yellow and just kind of gently get that cakey texture in. There. And this one as well. Like that. Grab our white. This is a Prismacolor white. It is really nice for blending and softening. See? We got the interior of a little, and the color's not like flat because it's cake, right? So you don't want to make it all one solid color. We'll leave a little bit of light spots here and there. I do love the Prismacolor white. It is a really, it's like the best white colored pencil on the market, in my opinion, so far. Alright, and then we'll take a little bit of, we don't have any browns in our mix, so this is Sanguine, an oil colored pencil. We'll get a little bit of the interior cake before we sugarcoat our beautiful, lovely, delicious donuts. That. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just the idea is enough, right? And then, how do I make these look snowy? What am I gonna do? Let me think. I don't want to do that. I'm thinking yeah. Maybe clean up some of my colored pencil lines a little bit. Not a lot, just a little, like in the middles. There we go. And then just give them some shape like that. Use this as my shadow color to give them some shape. And then, do I have a gray in there? I do. I have a silver gray. To push the blue back because it's a very blue painting. And so these don't look like eggs. Because they're kind of starting to look like eggs, right? There. Bit of dark right there. Where those three meet. Dark right there. Like that. Maybe a little shine on that plate just for fun. I do love colored pencils, you guys. It is a straight up love affair situation. I love colored pencils. They can give you the effects you need in almost no time. And I could spend hours. I'm not going to. Once again, as I've stated before, I could spend a lot of time doing the colored pencil portion of this. We got a couple little divot shadows in our cake so that it looks more cake-like. And I haven't done a colored pencil piece in a while. I'm itching to really sit down and do a serious practice. Probably tomorrow, and it'll be up on Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and put the gray over the blue, right? To kind of push it back. Well, this is silver, but same difference. Gray, silver. When it comes to colored pencils, the silvers, the metallics and pearlescents kind of, they don't really have that much shine. A little, a bit, but not a lot. Nothing noteworthy. Nothing noteworthy, in my opinion. I don't feel like they like super shine or anything crazy. Okay. Almost forgot that shadow up the edge of the plate right there. And then there's another little one there. Okay. Soften that right out. Now I could spend way too much time on this. Oh, fun, fun. Okay. Let's take our white and kind of blend and soften that together. Right? So that it doesn't look like it's not part of the donut. Okay. This one up here would be lighter because it's at the highest point of the plate. I'm just going to soften out that blue and then really get in there and color in the white area with the colored pencil. Why not? No. Just soften that down a bit. It looks like eggs on a plate more than donuts. Weird eggs on a plate. Maybe if we did some bleed-proof white, which is always super helpful in these situations. And I always just put in the cap. Always, every time. Oops, a little too wet, a little too much. Getting a little crazy. Alright, let's just come in and kind of hopefully this will stick over the colored pencil. Give them a little reason to shine. Like that. I don't know if that reads or not, but it is what it is at this point in the painting. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay. No, oh, I was thinking about little teensy powdered sugar or snow. Powdered sugar. Not quite wet enough. I don't want them to be big though. Just well, it's either powdered sugar or snow, right? Where's that toothbrush? Just got bleed-proof white on my pants. Oh, it's not over here? How is it not over here? Alright, I'll have to find that. I don't know where he went. Granddaughter probably hid him from me. Which is actually feasible. Alright, do we want to get on... I'm going to zoom out a bit. Do we want to get in there with the ink pen? Or do we want to leave it alone? Let's take our tape off and that will tell me what I want to do. Because that crisp border is always, you know, the tell for me. And it was mucked up before from a previous painting, the edge here. Figured if anyone wanted this, if it came out nice, I could always crop the edges off. Let me think. What do we think? I think yeah, I think I do want to get in here with a fairly fine pen. Do I want to do 2? Let's go 4. We'll go 4. This is a Marabou Graphics fine liner. I'll just come in and make it a little bit graphic. Does not need to be fully sketched out either. Maybe some light lines like that on the cup. Kind of dig that. Come in here. Get in that handle. See, just a little bit of line work. You don't need a lot. Can really finish it up. Make it a little got some bleed-proof white on there. That's all right. And then the rim of that plate. Coming through both sides. And I like that broken line. Kind of a lot. Yeah, alright. just break up the elements a bit. Alright, and then kind of a messy, loose sketch around our donuts like that. And I have pen and ink drawing with watercolor wash is one of my all-time favorite things to do. I've gotten away from it over the last few years because well, mostly because a lot of people do it, and I didn't want, I guess, to at the time to be lost in the crowd, I guess. Let's see. Focus over there. That box is in my way. There we go. Kind of not sure. Like that. Get that sweep in. I think, honestly, that is enough to make it look less like eggs on a page and more like a hot treat with donuts, right? I think that I'm gonna leave it alone. I like it like that. I really like it. I think it turned out neat. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's do a little close-up action of the cup. Here's the background, all got a little bit of sparkle, the snow coming down, and then there's our cup with our marshmallows, our plate, and yeah, the white on the plate really does make it look like a donut instead of, and there's a blanket. And then over here, I got a little bit of snow next to the coffee. Yeah, I kind of dig it. And this is, let's set our reference photo next to it real quick. So you can see, well, it's kind of, I feel like the palette down there kind of just is distracting. There we go. So this is our reference photo. There we go. And this is my version of the reference photo. I think it turned out neat. I'm happy with it. There we go. Fun times. I enjoyed myself. I love the Qor watercolors. This wasn't really a true test of what they can do, but I paint with them often. I use them a lot, and these are going to be a happy addition to my stash of watercolors. And I do like this, the textures we got from the Qor watercolors in the blanket. I don't know if you can tell, but it does look very sedimentary, and it gave me the lovely textures. Maybe we'll do something else textury in the next few weeks. I do have other cards pulled, other coffee themed cards. We're gonna do little coffee themed videos over the next few days. Some will be personal practice and some will be what I share with you guys. But at any rate, let me know what you think of the painting in the comments below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Ink with the watercolor? No, I like it. Yeah, and I think that's it for tonight. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I will edit this in the morning and put it up for you guys. I will see you in the next, my camera's so rude. I will see you in the next video. Bye!